Oh my god, I'm so genuinely happy with this place. I mean, just look at it. Hello, my name is Hidden Gemini, and I've spent 10 hours terraforming my base on the Guardians SMP. We're gonna start this video with some happy music because I definitely need to keep the spirits light, at least at the beginning. Anyway, it was a long and exhausting process, so I hope you enjoy as much as I did. But before we get into any of the actual terraforming, we have to gather materials first. So we're over here in the mesa, and you may notice we don't have Instabreak just yet. So let's set up a beacon and sit here for probably only 20 minutes. It probably won't take too long. Alright, let's get started. And there we go. I think that's a fairly sizable chunk of this mesa gone now. Yeah, I might have gone a little overboard. I got I think 7 shulkers of terracotta out of this, and I think that will be enough. I'm gonna say think. Next up on the agenda, we need to build a cactus farm. Boop. Boink. So I want to do this underground because then it looks cool if you do. So let's take out a little area here to build a quick little cactus farm. You know, someone's really got to get on experimenting what size hole makes setting up a beacon worth it. I'd watch it. Could you imagine how many hours of my life I could have saved if I just knew that? Probably a lot. Probably a worrying amount. Unfortunately, we do not have enough cactus to finish this, but I think it looks really cool. So let's AFK it, I guess, and also make our collection system, because that would probably help. And you know what? I think this actually looks pretty cool. I removed the cells on these axes because I thought they would look kind of cool. And someone is sitting by the gas farm. My ears are bleeding. They're bleeding. But yeah, we need to AFK this for. But yeah, we need to AFK this for a little while so we can get a whole lot of green dye, because I need quite a bit of green terracotta for our terraforming tomorrow. So yeah, 3 double chests of terracotta. I don't think that's a bad haul. I think that's a fairly darn good haul. And this, I'll just throw in these extra couple stacks of other terracotta laying around. But yeah, that's not a bad haul, and I definitely think it's enough to terraform this entire area and then some, to be completely honest. I don't know why I got so much. I think this mountainside, kind of ugly, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's just very, 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 very brown. I think we could use some moss on top instead of some of this grass. Not all of it, but some of it needs to be moss, and some of it definitely needs to be green terracotta. With our preparations done, we moved on to the actual 10-hour day. So, I definitely didn't get everything I wanted to get done before starting, but I'm about to click the start on the 10-hour timer, and we're going to start the terraforming process of this area. I'm going to turn on a replay mod, so at the end of this little montage of what I've done, and by little, I mean it's kind of the biggest montage I've ever created, and probably will for a long time. I'll send the time-lapse over, and you'll see the whole thing from start to finish. But first, we'll see the commentary of how crazy I get. Alright. So here we go. Alright, so 10 hours on the clock, and I'm feeling motivated. I want to get a whole lot of terraforming done, and I'm actually really ready to get our build started. We're going to need a lot of chests to store the many items we're about to collect. But let's start with some ocean terraforming, because that's probably the most annoying part, and I would like to get some of that done while we're feeling good, I guess. So I've spent 7 minutes setting up a beacon, and we got our equipment boxes set up, and it's about time we start haste 2 efficiency 5ing this whole landmass. Let's begin insta-breaking, because right now it's gonna feel really good to just insta-break a whole lot of blocks. Alright, we're at 9:34 remaining. That means we've been here for 25 minutes-ish, and we've flattened out the area that I'm gonna start the terraforming on. It's not a massive area, but it's a reasonable size. And we're gonna start digging down. We're just about an hour in, 9 hours and 3 minutes remaining, and I've really gotten frustrated by these underwater caves that are like really small, and that's unfortunate for those salmon. But they're very annoying to terraform around, I'm not gonna lie. And with that, we are officially 1 hour into the terraforming session, and I think that we've done a solid hour's worth of work. This is pretty good, which means I'm going to go and pause our replay mod recording, head over to the end, and repair my tools, since I think this is an ideal time to do so. So, here is our checkpoint. It's currently at 8 hours, 24 minutes. We've been going for an hour and a half, and we already have this massive hole dug out, and Liam volunteered himself to the pain. I don't know why. I don't know who in their right mind volunteers themselves to help with this, but we're now through this phase, and we gotta get to the ocean flooring phase, which is a lot of gravel, sand, and dirt placing all over the place. We're at my next journal. 7 hours, 39 minutes remaining. We've been here for 2 hours and 20 minutes, and that's the progress. We've just got to fill in the water, which is, honestly, probably the most tedious part. So we're 7 hours and 15 minutes away from the end, which means we've been here for 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I've decided to, that I've gone insane. We have these patterns forming underwater, and I'm kind of scared. I don't actually know what's happening. This is very bizarre, but it's like a consistent, pattern. Well, maybe not consistent, but it's like a pattern. They're like these air bubbles, and they don't happen on, these blocks, only every other block. It's weird. I might be going insane. So we're currently 7 hours and 4 minutes remaining on the clock. That means we've been here for just about 3 hours. And we're getting fairly darn close to the completion of this part. So I'm actually gonna pause my timer for a little bit because I'm very hungry. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very hungry and I haven't eaten all day. And it's getting to the point where I should probably eat. So I'm gonna put it on pause for a little bit and come back afterwards. And with that, our 6th hour has come to a close. Our 4th hour has come to a close. 6 left on the clock. And I'm gonna be honest, that last hour was spent mostly eating. We've got almost done with this ocean. I think we can finish it within the next hour. And, you may think, Jam, that's kind of an overestimate, don't you think? Don't you think you can do this in 10 minutes? No. No, I don't. This is a ridiculous task. And as I was talking before, I'm still paused, but as I was saying before, yeah, it's been 20 minutes since my last check-in, and I've got barely any noticeable amount done. This takes a long time. This is a very annoying part of building my base. So hopefully we can finish this part by the end of the hour, and then we can move on to some more fun terraforming. And there we go, all kelped and seagrass. I think I'm gonna need to take some down because I think it's a little bit too dense. But for now, I'm done with this. This has been such a long project. It's taken 5 straight hours of my time. And honestly, it's not the kind of 5 hours where it's just relaxing or anything. It's just like a grindy 5 hours. But I've still got 4 hours and 51 minutes on the clock. And I'm thinking this area could use some improvement. So it's currently 3 hours and 13 minutes left on the clock, and I think I've done a pretty okay job of terraforming this area just a little bit. I have not even gotten started with what I really want to do, which is great considering I still have another 3 hours to work with. But the brunt of what I've been doing is this path, which I think looks phenomenal, and this cave up here, which takes this path to get to. If you take a look around in here, I think I did an alright job. I still want to come back and do a little more, but for now I kind of want to cap this part of the section off and start working on some custom trees and the terrain a little bit. And here we go. We're approaching the 1 hour mark remaining. I've been going at this for 9 hours. I started this at 11 a.m. It's currently 8:30, and that's because I factored in the break for food. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't recorded a check-in in a long time. That's just because I've kind of just been in the zone, to be completely honest. So let's give a quick little bit of a tour of what I've done. So clearly I've made this path, and I've mentioned it already, and I've put a bunch of trees all over the place. I think they look really nice. But you can see this path, and you can see I've done all this terraforming with the green terracotta and the moss, which I think just looks incredible together. And I've started the terraforming of this mountain into this more rocky and mossy structure rather than the dirt and grass sort of thing. And if we run up this staircase, which is going to be more rickety, I kind of want to play with it a little bit more, but you can see this beautiful cave form. I think it just looks incredible. So we've got 1 more hour to work with. Let's just knock that out. Oh my gosh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm free! I'm free! Oh my gosh. Okay, if this is a chicken, the next one will be 14 hours. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, I'm so genuinely happy with this place. I mean, just look at it. This has been massive project, and I'm so happy to have finally gotten started on it. And I'm gonna be honest now, just to end off the video, even though I'm also using this at the beginning as like a hook almost, I had a really hard time getting started with this, which is why I kind of did that 10-hour thing, because I really didn't want to mess this up. So I decided I'm gonna sit down for that long period of time and just do it, because I don't think I would have been able to do anything if I didn't just sit down for a long period of time and get started. And now that I've done that, I'm gonna be able to start doing this in little like 2-hour bursts of terraforming this area and stuff like that, because I still think it looks phenomenal. And I wanted to just give a little bit of a tour, even though I might have already recorded one of these. Obviously these paths, they're not very complicated. They're just kind of like coarse dirt, terracotta, and path and wood, really. But I made this little cave that I don't really show prominently in the time-lapse because Replay Mod does not like 10-hour time-lapses, let me tell you. It was impossible to get it to go through here at the appropriate time, so I just kind of gave up on it. But this is the little cave I built that the path goes through. I only made it just because the paths could go through it really conveniently. And then obviously I began terraforming this mountain to look more rocky and mossy rather than like the dirt around. I'm still sprinkling dirt in just to add a little bit more detail, but obviously this kind of echoes my motif over here, which is what I'm going to start working on over here in the ocean that we built in this episode. So I hope you all are really excited for that, but next episode I'm gonna take a break from the building because this is a lot. I'm not gonna do much. If anything at all, I'm not gonna do much. We've got some farms I want to build in the next one, but yeah, I really sincerely do hope you guys have enjoyed. It's been a long project, but I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. I really hope you're as excited for this base as I am. Goodbye. Hey, howdy! Thanks so much for watching all the way through. I know this video wasn't completely perfect since it's a completely different style to my normal stuff, but thanks anyway. If you'd like more of me, I've started a TikTok and an Instagram where I post simple build time lapses, as well as a Discord that is currently completely empty. Anyways, links down below, and thanks again. See you in the next one. Bye!